Tristan and I have known each other since I started coming here when I was about 3. I think my dad married his parents, officiated their wedding, and so we've been known each other forever. We've been friends for a long time. We became closer as teenagers and kind of got closer and then started dating when we were teenagers. We dated for about 5 years and got married in the middle of the pandemic. And we've been married for about 3.5 years now. And it's been great. And Jesus has been awesome to us in the fact that in a lot of those things, we've just done ministry together. Most of our dates when we were together was doing ministry things. And so I think a lot of our relationship is built around that. And that's a lot of what drew us together, was doing a lot of things together at the church or doing things that we knew were ministry things that really were involved together.
We had a pretty pivotal moment in our marriage and in our lives was our miscarriage. Obviously, it took a lot of faith and trust from us to go through that and to, still have faith and trust in God even after that.
So through the miscarriage, there was a lot of things that happened throughout that. That's a long and detailed testimony within itself. But for the sake of time, there was a lot of things that happened through that made us question, why, how could this happen? How could this happen to us? We're young, we're healthy, we've done all the right things, and just not understanding and getting to a point with God of saying, this is what we want, but if not, I will still trust you. And so throughout a long period of time, I think it was over a year, of different diagnosis and things, of just coming to the point of saying, God, if we never have children, it's what I want, and I will grieve that for a moment, but I will trust you. And then fast forward, and now we have baby Hazel, and God answered in so many ways with this little miracle squish, huh? Are you smiley? And now we have Hazel, and she, even in her birth, and even through my pregnancy with her, there's so many miracles I could discuss, but just being a mom and being a dad to such a perfect little miracle has been an incredible thing, and we're so thankful for her and for that whole testimony.
Now we're living in the promises of having a child and what that looks like, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever experienced, is to actually have a child. I do believe that it's God's intention for us to reproduce, to have kids, and to grow a family. And for me, it's been one of the greatest things to actually experience.
What are you thankful for, Slobberpuss?
What are you thankful for?
30+ years ago, I walked away, completely walked away, went through a divorce, and just turned my back on everything. Didn't blame anyone. I just decided that I was going to go a different route. And I spent about 30 to 35 years on a prodigal son journey. I grew up country boy, so I decided that, I'd lived a sheltered, backwards life, so I decided, I'm just gonna go completely the opposite direction, and did that for, like I said, about 30 years. And the pivotal moment was I had a tree stand break, and I dropped 18 feet, landed in a seated position, shattered my L1, broke my thorax, and broke my sternum, and ended up in the hospital. And when I was laying on the table, I heard the Lord just as plain as ever heard him before in my life, and he said, "Are you done doing it your way?" And the obvious answer was yes. So that began my journey back. The prodigal son it took him a while to get home, and it did take me a little while to get home, but the journey from that moment on, God was in the journey from that point on. And so thankful, and I'm thankful every morning that God awakens me, that I get up, and every breath of life that he puts in me.